Dal chawal is a comfort food that most of us go to. Today let's make a simple but a delicious masoor ki dal, which we'll have it with some fragrant rice. So first I'm going to heat 2 tablespoons of oil. The oil is hot. Let's splutter a teaspoon of mustard seeds, a teaspoon of cumin seeds. Then I'm going to add 3 to 4 green chillies that are finely chopped and 3 dry red chillies that are chopped, a tablespoon of finely chopped garlic, a tablespoon of finely chopped ginger, a pinch of hing we'll add, and then I'm going to add 2 onions that are finely chopped and sauteed till they're translucent. So the onions are translucent. I'm going to add 2 finely chopped tomatoes. So I'm going to add half a cup of water to this because I want the tomatoes and onions to cook well and soft. Guys, you must be wondering why there's so much smoke while I'm cooking the dal chawal. That's because of the clay pot that I'm using. Now we'll add half a teaspoon of turmeric powder to this. Mix this well, and here I have soaked 1 cup of masoor dal for about 2 hours. So now we'll add this dal to the onion and tomato gravy. Now to this we'll add half a liter of water. I'm not going to be adding salt right now. We'll add salt in the end. So now we'll cover this and cook it till the dal is done. Now to make the rice that will go very well with this dal, heat 2 tablespoons of ghee, and as soon as the ghee melts, we are going to add a few whole spices. So I'm going to add half an inch of cinnamon, a small piece of mace, 1 star anise, 3 cloves, 3 green cardamoms and 10 peppercorns, 2 bay leaves. So this will add a lot of fragrance to your rice. So here I've soaked 1.5 cup of basmati rice. We'll just add this to the spices. So I soaked the rice for almost half an hour. Now to this rice, we'll add 4 cups of hot water. Mind you, we're not going to be draining off the water. We're going to cook the rice in the water that is already present. We're not going to be draining. There's no excess water. So we'll add a little bit of salt now. Just give it a good stir, and on a medium to low flame, just allow the rice to cook till it's done and it is nice and separate and fluffy. Now let's check on the dal. Another 15 minutes and I'm sure the dal will be ready. Now here's an amazing accompaniment that I make with my dal and chawal, and I'm going to share the recipe of that. I'm sure you guys are also going to like it. So first let me heat a chota sa bartan. So for this delicious accompaniment, heat 1/4 cup of ghee. The ghee is hot. Add a teaspoon of cumin seeds. Add 2 sliced onions, 2 medium onions that are sliced. We need to fry these onions till they are golden and crisp. So let me take a look at the dal now, because I'm sure it's cooked. It doesn't take really too long to cook soaked masoor ki dal. So what we're going to do now, the dal is completely cooked. I'm just going to churn it with this churner. Now in this dal, we're going to add salt. Now the reason why I'm not adding salt when I cook dals or lentils is because, you know, the cover of the lentil becomes a little tough when you cook it along with salt. So I follow the same thing for dals as well. Just give this one good stir. Let's check on the rice. There is still quite a bit of water. So let's cover this. Now to fasten this process of making the onions crisp, I'm going to add some salt, very little salt. So the dal is ready. We're going to shut the flame and add some freshly chopped coriander to this. Now you can see the onions are caramelizing and turning crisp really fast. Now we're going to give a tadka to the dal, but we're not going to give it in ghee, we're going to give it in butter. Melt a tablespoon of butter. So once the butter melts, we're going to add a teaspoon of cumin seeds and splutter it. Then I'm going to add 3 to 4 red chillies that are broken. Add a sprig of curry leaves. Mix this well. And now we'll add this tadka to the dal. So the dal is ready. Let's take a look at the chawal. The rice is ready as well. Nice and moist. So we shut the flame. And now we'll just finish the onions here. So now to this, I'm going to add a teaspoon of chilli powder. Now this is one thing that I quite regularly make and even keep it in the refrigerator. And when I'm having a simple dal chawal, I just drizzle a little bit of these fried onions and the ghee with the little chili powder on it. And then I relish it with some achar. That's like one of my most go-to meals. So the masoor dal, the rice, and the accompaniment is ready. So let's relish this for our lunch today. We'll add a little bit of these fried onions and the ghee, a few drops of ghee, and our simple comfort food of masoor ki dal, rice, and this onion, the crispy onion is ready to be served. I hope you try this recipe and I'm sure you will enjoy it. So let me know how it was and subscribe to Smita Deo.